Good morning. Welcome to the Living Study again. Okay, so this week I would say my highlight is that I invited eight of my closest friends to my house, basically to do a beta test on a workshop that I'm considering doing for the public. And I want to tell you, I felt extremely humbled. I invited these eight people. They had no idea why they were there. They all were engaged and they played along and they did everything that I asked and did it with such grace and love and support. When I talk about finding your tribe, that is what I'm talking about. These women showed up, no questions asked, on a work night just to be there and support me. And they had no idea what they were getting into. And that takes such trust. And I'm just incredibly humbled. And I want to thank them again, how beautiful souls they are, and how I'm so happy that they are in my life doing this adventure with me. And I'm just extremely blessed. So that was number one. And this week, deep rest is very important. And so I got a whoop, and I've been looking at those numbers and trying to basically figure it out because I've never used one before. So in seeing that, I'm really, because one of the things I was worried about is my sleep. Am I getting enough rest? Because we all know that to get into that deep sleep is so important for your body. And that's when your body does so much work. That's like the back of the store, the warehouse people. They're working and it's getting rid of bad things in your body, and especially in the area of dementia. I was really curious, am I getting enough deep sleep? How many times am I getting up? That kind of thing. So that was amazing numbers for me. Again, I failed in some areas. I failed in alcohol. So I did have some drinks at night, and it's not a lot, but one can do it. It can really do a lot of things. I'm about to release a video series on alcohol versus THC drinks. And there is some science there to say alcohol is no bueno. So I did have alcohol probably I think it was 5 nights out of the week. And what was and it gets hot in Florida. We're in Florida. And so when it does, my husband has a threshold of the temperature to do our daily walks. So we did not do a lot of those daily walks this week. I did some on my own. When something in your schedule happens like that, you need to find a way to make it happen. And movement, I'm a big proponent on moving every single day. And so if that's not where you do it outside with your support, then where are you going to do it? And sometimes you might have to do it by yourself. So those are some of the highlights. And so let's get into the actual tracker, and I will share my screen with you. Okay. So I did do a little bit of modifying the tracker, and I think I'll be doing this for a while just to really make sure exactly what I want. So everything highlighted in pink actually has research behind it. And then there's some measurements that you just want to track for yourself. Then what I did just to make it distinguishable is I moved it with a white background. So these may not necessarily have scientific research behind them with real formal study and formal literature, but it might be very nice to track it and see if that makes a difference. And for instance, the woke up feeling rested, that could determine, just tracking that could determine, okay, what was I doing the night before? Did I drink or eat too close to bedtime? The no screens before bed, I can't find it specifically in literature, but it's very common practice to not do that because it does disrupt your sleep. And I've done it. And I think actually there was a day where I was really excited. I had a lot of things on my mind. And I did, after we got in bed, I did look at my screens. So it's a no-no. But again, this channel is part of my why. So I've been working every day on something to do with this channel. And when I doing something that feels like myself, that was Wednesday night was the workshop that I had with my friends. And that totally felt like me. I was in my element and feeling good. So I loved that. And I did express gratitude, not as much as I should this week. My steps, I still got my steps in, even though we did not do our daily walks, but I tried something else. I was either on a treadmill or just my day got steps in, or I did it myself. And did my aerobic activity. I did do my 2 days for me of aerobic activity. The research says 20 minutes. Mine usually last 45 to 60 minutes. So that's just extra, but these are the minimums. And then I did my 3 days of training sessions. One thing I did do with my training sessions this week, I don't know if some of you saw me trying to do pull-ups. That's one of my goals, is trying to actually do a pull-up. So I have incorporated every single day I'm doing assisted pull-ups to gain that strength, because that is a goal. I haven't done the 10-second one leg balance test. We need to move to that. So deep sleep, I did amazing this week, very good. And I was in before midnight. I didn't really track if I was feeling rested, but I do remember I pulled out my phone after I got in bed. Leafy greens. I did do, let's see, I had a couple big salads this week, and that is not good, not enough. I did get some berries when we went to the grocery store. So I did those. Fish, we had fish at the beginning of the week. I did take my supplements. I have a hard time with my supplements. My supplements are so much. I have so many, and it's based off of data that I've gotten, and I'll share that with you one day. But there's so many of them, and it's hard to get that middle supplement stack taken. And I need to figure that out, because they're really important ones as far as they're for longevity, and you can't take them when you do HBOT. You have to be so many hours away, and they have to be with food. And so there's a lot of restrictions around them. And in the middle of the day, it's very difficult. Let's see. I had that with my salad. I did not do too good on. Okay, and my protein bowl. Oh my gosh. How do you get all this protein? It is so difficult without doing a shake. It has been so challenging, but this just means I need to focus on it. The couple days that I got close, I did good. And I had a supplement, like a shake in before it, but it still was extremely challenging. So the research on muscle preservation for someone over 50 it's pretty clear. And where under 50, the idea is that for every pound, it's zero 0.8, I believe it is, of protein. After 50, it's 1.2 or 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight every single day. So I was lucky. I've been over half. I'm just trying to get to my goal, 100, which let's put a protein goal. Actually, it should be more like that is my max goal. So a ton of protein. Of course, I did my hormone replacement therapy. I did not log physical or hormonal symptoms. I have been getting a lot of aches and pains lately. I would think because I've increased in weights, and maybe that's causing a little bit of inflammation. So that should be something I should be logging. Again, the alcohol did not do well this week. And I only did one HBOT session, which is not acceptable for me. HBOT is not something everybody's going to have on their tracker, especially if you don't have one in your home, because they are very expensive to use. But even a single hyperbaric oxygen session increases your plasma oxygen levels up to 1,200% above the normal atmospheric breathing. So oxygen floods your brain, your tissues, and your mitochondria. So it is measurable, and it is something, even though it was one, but I am going to be better this week. And calming, I didn't do a stress practice until last night. I was wearing my HRV wearable, check that every day. I still haven't been doing an evening wind down. We got on a Netflix series and I'm obsessed. Because we didn't do our outdoor walk, there was not lot of time in nature or sunlight. So those are things I need to work on. And then creative activity, I would say like even these days I was prepping for the Wednesday event and learning something new constantly with this channel, learning new stats, reading new studies, not necessarily creative practice, but I am learning something new. I could put this down there, practice the skill with intention. I did cook some sourdough bread. I made pretzel bites and I made sourdough crackers. So that is a new skill that I'm creating and getting, and that is with intention. And I did not read any nonfiction this week. So I need to put that into my dailies. I had some very meaningful conversations, not only at the event with some of my friends, but I was able to go out to dinner with a very close couple, and they're lovely. I love them so much and love that they're in our lives. And we had some really good conversations at dinner. I did reach out to people first this week, and Wednesday was my group activity. And because of last week, the phone away during in person time. So, I really practiced that this week. Tried to do that specifically with Adrian. So that was very good. I like that. So, biggest win is the workshop this week. I want to focus on my protein intake. And let's see, and I will add those together. My big challenge for next week is I'm going to be at a conference in across the United States. So I'm going to be in Washington State, and it is a co-op food conference. And super excited. Going to learn a lot of new great things. However, it takes you out of your routine. So there's probably going to be protein's going to be hard to get. I'm going to have to really think about that. Maybe take some boiled eggs with me on the plane. Exercise will be hard to get. So I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know if I'll be able to make it on Wednesday, but I'm going to try and do all my weights, front load them at the beginning of the week. And we're just going to I'll have to really assess. I always take my workout clothes when I go out of town. Never works. So I'm not going to do that. I will take comfortable shoes because there will be some walking involved. But that is it. That's it for the week. Thank you for being with me. And don't forget the series that's being released right now is the GLP-1 Truth Files series, where I talk about GLP-1s. There's 4 episodes. Next Friday breaks number 2. So it's very interesting information if you guys are interested. And I am extremely excited to go to this event, this travel event that I have. And I'll be taking some video about that. And so you can see what it was all about. And until next week, I'm flying home on Sunday. So we'll see how this works out. It may be released still on Monday, but we'll see how I'll take my tracker for sure with me and keeping track of everything. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. Bye.